All right, you guys, we got our number one ranked safety in the transfer portal, Duke safety Caleb Weaver on the show with us. Fantastic film, transfer from Sam Houston State. Y'all gonna love this breakdown. He on here live with us, so stay tuned.
Well, hello, who's next? Can't nobody stop us cause we bumped and prime. Well, hello, who's next? Are you capping, talking sauce, do your words match your video? Well, hello, who's next? Can't nobody stop us cause we bumped and prime.
Yo, what's going on? It's your guys Buffed and Prime, CT, T Cal. What's good?
Man, we here to talk about our number one safety in the transfer portal, Caleb Weaver, and we're gonna go back to when we first saw his film. I got a clip from when we were doing our morning lives and Patreon. Here it is.
Love his back. Oh my gosh, no way you get to that. Hey,
so see, that's rare. That's rare. So
What?
CT, what?
I think he's at the top of the screen. Good. Oh my gosh. Listen,
Man, come on, man. Come on, bro.
cover two to be able to rock. That's the weakness.
He ran the route. He ran the route.
That's the
Like-
weakness.
Like I said,
I ain't gonna lie. He's above Dylan.
he's the best. I was just trying to say that.
Yes.
Oregon, you can have Dylan. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, not gonna lie to you. This is
I mean-
the best. Here he is right here.
That last play wasn't physical. That was all mental. Oh, and there's the physical.
Come on now. Go rob it. Hey, the best.
So that's when we first saw him. Now we got him on here live. We're gonna bring him to the stage. What is going on, fam?
What's good? What y'all boys?
Man,
Glad to have you on the channel,
glad
brother.
to get you on, man. You're the first safety we've had on. We've had pretty much every other position, but with safety being my position, I've been waiting to get a safety, and I'm glad that you're gonna be the first one we have on. So we got want to help Duke fans get familiar with you, and then we're gonna break down some film. But got some questions for you to start. CT, what we got? I know you wanted to ask about the transfer portal and getting scholarships from there. How was that different for you than high school? Because you're at Sam Houston State. That's not a really big school.
Mm.
So how was that different than high school as far as recruitment?
I'll just say, coming out of high school, I wasn't recruited very highly. So, I had opportunity to walk on at Sam Houston. So, like after they won the
You were a
championship,
walk on. Wow.
yeah. So after the championship, they won in 2021, the spring time. The coach offered me to, walk on, and so I just decided to walk on at Sam and be closer by home. So, yeah, I did that, and so then, played my season there, and then once I hit the transfer portal, it was a lot different than high school than now. So, which is a blessing. So, during the transfer portal, I just took it very slowly and just enjoyed all the visits and the coaches, talking to coaches every day. So yeah.
How was that? I mean, just mentally for you, getting in the transfer portal and being like, hey, now people recognize my talent. When before you had to walk on at Sam Houston because your talent wasn't recognized. Like, how did that feel as far as that?
I would say, it was a good feeling because like now I'm like, really getting like a lot of notice, you know what I mean? So back in high school, I wasn't getting a lot of notice, but I always knew like, I had it in me, you know what I mean? So, I never like doubted myself or anything, I just kept working, just kept, competing every day, just getting better. And, eventually it's going to pay off. So, yeah.
Yeah. And it's paying off, man. And Duke, I don't think you guys know how good he is yet, but you're going to see, and we're going to show you as much as we can with this film. CT, what you got for him?
So, I think I read somewhere in your junior year in high school. Did you play quarterback?
Yeah, I did.
You any good?
Yeah, I did. I played quarterback at Jersey Village. It's like it's in like Houston, Texas. And, you know, it's 6A football, so it's the best football. So
6A football. I pulled
yeah.
some stats, man. It said you started 10 games, you had 176 completions, you threw over 2,000 yards and 19 touchdowns. Was was it ever was it always safety or was quarterback on the board too when you were coming out? Did you because I mean, man, that's
Uh,
6A and you throwing 2,000 yards.
yeah. So you know, coming into my high school career, I played quarterback my freshman year. So I was playing quarterback and safety. So I was just playing on both sides of the field. And so sophomore year came, and then that's when I was playing. I was playing slot receiver, and I was playing a corner my sophomore year. And you know, I got all district at corner that year. And that year actually went far in the playoffs. We went undefeated. We won district, and then we went to the playoffs second round. We lost to Katy in the
Okay.
playoffs. So boom. Then my junior year came, and we ain't had no quarterback. So usually they put the best athlete at the quarterback since we don't got no quarterback. And so, you know, I played quarterback my junior year. And yeah, it was cool.
Seems like you did
I
pretty
do
good.
was best for the team at the time. So, you know.
Team player. All right, man. Yeah, you got some
And
stats.
I mean, speaking of that, you entered the transfer portal
Mm.
and still played in your current team's ball game. Talk about that because I was mad. We had seen your film, saw you guys had a ball game, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to watch Sam Houston. I know Caleb Weaver's not there no more. And I see on Twitter that you led the team in tackles and all. I'm like, whoa, where did this come from? So talk to us about that and led Sam Houston to the first bowl win in
Yeah.
program history.
Well, you know, when I hit the portal, like I always knew I was gonna play in the bowl game because I'm like, you know, I gotta came in how I started. You know what I mean? I wanted to finish it. You know, as a man, I always want to finish what I do. So, you know, and all the guys bought in. It was like, yeah, we're gonna play. Even the guys at the portal, you know, they all like, yeah, we're gonna finish and you know, buy into what the coaches got. And even like my coaches and stuff during their process of when there was, you know, leaving and stuff like that. You know, it was like, yeah, we're gonna come back and coach. So, you know. And it's our first ball game in school history, so who don't want to be a part of that? You know what I mean? So, you know, with that decision, you know, I just felt comfortable playing in the ball game. I just wanted to, you know, play and do it for Sam Houston. So yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome. A lot of people wouldn't do that because the risk of injury, you know,
Mhm.
especially you weren't committed anywhere at that point. Is that right?
Mhm. Actually, I was committed. It was just
Island.
no, I didn't really
Got you.
talk about it. So yeah, I was already committed.
Got you. So that helps some for sure because you definitely wouldn't want to risk getting hurt, losing scholarship offers, and you know things like that. But
Mhm.
that was really impressive. We got that full game that we're going to watch here as well.
Mm.
Talk to us about who you are as a player. Like, how do you define yourself as a player? What do you think your best attributes are, and things like that?
Well, as a player, you know, first, you know, I always been a leader. So, you know, every team I was on, I always lead. You know what I'm saying? I never been like a follower or anything, or you know, a bad teammate. So, you know, always lead. You know, come in work every day, even at practice, weight room, stuff like that. You know, very hard working man. You know, very smart. You know, I take studying very seriously, just breaking down opponents and stuff like that. You know, I'm always gonna play hard and give all I got. So, you know, that's the type of player I am.
Okay. All right. Game week. We're playing a new team. Walk me through your studying progression. What are the first things that you look at when you're studying a new team?
When I'm studying a new team, I'm usually looking at formations, what their favorite formation. So usually when they give us film, they break down the film of what they like to do, the favorite thing to do, favorite formations, you know, and stuff like that. And you know, I just really break down the film and try to see what they do best. You know, look at third down defense. You know, third down is the most important down on defense. You know, and try to pick their tendencies, what the quarterback like to do. You know, who he like to throw it to, who their favorite guy. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I usually break down film stuff, you know.
Yeah, and you are who you put on tape. I know you've heard that a ton. I knew you were one a high IQ football player. One, you watch a lot of film because I see how you play, and that's something I think a lot of people struggle breaking down film and like understanding what to look for. And the biggest thing I say is tendencies. Like some people, when they watch film, they just go watch a full game. Like that's not going to tell you what
Yeah.
you really need to know. You want to have keys. Okay, third down. What do I know they like on third down? It's 5 plus. All right, we got trips to the boundary. How many times on film have I seen trips to the boundary? What do they run out of that? Just things like that. Because I talk about you don't want to be a thinker on the football field. You want to be a reactor. You want to be able to, okay, I've seen this on film. I remember this, react. That's what playing fast is. It has nothing to do with how fast you run. It's can I put what I studied and put that into the game? And I definitely see that in your game. I see that in your patience, because patience to me equals confidence. The more patient I see a player, I'm okay. They trust their ability, they trust their skill set, and you're an extremely patient safety. How have you always just played safety at Sam Houston? Did you play some corner or nickel?
Okay, so my freshman year coming in, I played nickel. So I played nickel for about 2 years, because my freshman year I came in and played nickel, and then I redshirted that year. And so the following year I started at nickel. About the second, third game of the season, that's when I started at nickel.
Okay.
After that season, they moved me to safety. So safety, that was actually my first time playing safety for real. You know what I mean? Because back in high school, I was just playing corner. I wasn't playing no safety. I was playing corner. So once they said they would move me to safety, it was very new to me. So I was really figuring it out. You know what I mean? So that year I played safety. That was my first year playing safety. I was really just filling it out. You know what I mean? And then this past year, I played safety again. That's when I was, I could say I had more I was more comfortable, playing in that position. Just playing nickel. I was comfortable playing nickel, because it's like I've been playing it, play man most of the time. I don't know. It was just very just the change of just moving to safety was just new to me, and I was like, all right, let me just figure it out and do the best I can do. And so this year for sure, paid off with me just getting the position down and knowing what my run fits and my cover 3 drops, my cover 2 drops, so.
Yeah, because I mean, you look really comfortable. It surprised me that you just recently started playing safety. Looks like you had really good coaching at it as well. I mean, you guys.
Yeah, I did have good coaching. This past season, I've had very good coaching at playing safety. I would say my first time playing safety. The coaching there was cool. But I feel like this year, I really got coached. He helped me really understand the position and where I'm supposed to be and stuff like that. So.
And that's very important. I took coaching makes such a big difference. Like, you got guys that have the talent but just haven't been, explained the right way to where they can pick up on it, they can grasp it, simplify it to where they really understand what's going on. CT, I know you got some more questions for him before we get to the film, which I can't wait for.
Right, you asked him one of us when you said the coaching, because I was gonna ask him because your game, man, and it's here you talking about you play nickel, but then watch you a safety. I would have thought you played safety your entire time, because it's just like it's so natural, it looks so polished. So I'm like, is it coaching? Who are you working with? Do you still work with the current coaching? How did that work out for you? Especially because you said there was a jump from last year to this year, but it really shows on your film.
Yeah. What's we call it? Yeah. I'll say it's both. Coaching and me. You know what I'm saying? Coaches did a lot of work of just putting work in and just explaining how things are on the defense and where we're supposed to be, and then me just taking all the coaching, soaking it in, and just doing it on the field. You know what I mean? So just being coachable and just doing what the coaches tell me to do. So yeah, I put the work in. So like I said, it's gonna pay off. So I go out there and just put it in the work and just go. But yeah,
we could tell.
And safety stuff, it was very new to me, because I was in love. I was in love playing nickel, because I love cover guy. I love to play man. I love to come in, tackle, blitz. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That playing safety, I'm like, dang, playing safety, I'm gonna be back there. I'm making a lot of plays. I was gonna be back there, but then it all worked out. So at my next school, I'm interchangeable. They play me nickel, safety. That's the type of guy I am. I can play man. I can play. My zone, go in, tackle, blitz, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and we're going to show that on the film, and that's important. And yeah, I'm excited because, like I told you before we got on this, I play safety, I play nickel, I play corner, and CT would tell you, love playing man. That was my
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Even when the coach told him not to.
Yeah. Coach told me play 10 off, and I'm up and press. We gonna get that now. Like I love nickel. You're so close to all the action, especially blitzing.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much easier to blitz at nickel than safety or corner because of how close you are. Lawrence has a question for you. What safeties do you follow as far as like NFL or like who like do you watch to, get tips from or model your game after?
I watch a lot of Tyrann Mathieu. Just growing up, I always been a big fan of his. I love what he put on film and stuff like that. Even when he was at LSU, I even like had a mohawk and playing
Really?
and everything. Yeah, when I was
Just
younger.
talking about the honey badger. Yeah.
So yeah, Tyrann Mathieu has always been the guy I've been looking at. He not the biggest, not the strongest, not the fastest. So play with a lot of heart. So that's what guy I look at. I look at Budda Baker as well. Very very physical when he go tackle and come down and run. But yeah, that's what I really look at for real for today's game.
Two great safeties. Me and Buddha are from the same area. We used to work out together a good amount. But yeah, let's tap into this film, man. I can't wait. This I've been waiting for this one since we first watched your film. If y'all new to the channel, make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. This hit Patreon first, so make sure you subscribe to our Patreon. That's where all our content goes first. Private chats, private live breakdown with a future. I expect you to be a first rounder, me personally, from seeing your film. So I'm gonna say a future.
I appreciate y'all.
Safety.
Facts, bro.
Make sure y'all tap in. But so we're gonna watch your highlights first, and then we're gonna watch your game film. When we first saw you, we hadn't seen. The first we saw you wasn't your highlight tape. We was watching game film of you. Then I was like, all right, let me look him up. Then I saw you had your tape on Twitter, and then we start watching. I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, let's get to this. And here we got some interceptions. So I was watching this. I was like, okay, I know people tell you put your interceptions first. I'm like, these two punt interceptions, like they fell to him. But then the real plays start coming that I really like, which is this one right here in the box. I'm like, did he just snag this almost at the line of scrimmage? Which is crazy. That's one of my favorite plays on here. Let me go back. What are we in? What do you remember what you're in right here?
Yeah, we was in man right there. I had the tight end, so if the tight end would have run out, I would have got him. But I just staring down the quarterback. I'm like, oh, he finna throw the ball very fast if you roll it out. You know what I mean? So, I ain't really want to try to go make a play, go try to blitz or go tackle the quarterback. So I just stayed flat and just expected him to throw it out very fast. So yeah, that's what there.
And this is what we call being a football player, because what Caleb could have easily done right here is just ran up to the tight end and said, hey, that's my tight end. It's man coverage. I'm gonna go run up to my tight end. Instead, he knows his tight end's blocking. He could potentially add on as a blitzer right here.
Right.
Will that help where the quarterback is? Maybe not. So he's just going to read the quarterback's eyes and get in this passing lane between the quarterback and the receiver. And then to get that's a tough pick. And I just saw this 4th down, 4th and 1. That's a big play, man. That's a big play.
It was that game. Yeah, that game actually it was a lot of 4th and 1s. That game we made a lot of stops. So yeah, that was very big.
That was a big one. And then here, overthrown ball, and you're just reading the quarterback the entire time. Get it? Let's run. Let's run.
Man.
And get that back on.
So did you feel like playing that quarterback for a little bit in junior year? Does it help? Because I mean, watching you read these quarterbacks, I'm like, did that help?
Yeah, it helped a little bit because I remember just playing quarterback, going through my drops. I know 1, 2, 3 drop, the ball gonna come out, or I take 5 drops, the ball gonna go out a little bit longer. You know what I mean? So I say that does come into play of me playing quarterback. I know tendencies what quarterbacks like to do.
And that's what we just talked about on Minnesota corner Justin Wally's breakdown. Quarterback catch it, turn. That's a 3-step when you're in shotgun. Right now, he's 5-step. Okay, I'm expecting something deep. So we're in cover 1 man. So we got man coverage across the board. Caleb is the single high safety, the deep safety. This is how you're supposed to play free safety. Anybody watching, this is how you play free safety. This is might be. I keep saying there's my favorite plays. I got a bunch. He's doing nothing but reading this quarterback right here. The quarterback is not going to lie to you. In the NFL, you get guys, you get some multiple read guys, but you do get a lot of guys that stare down. Just talking football, and CT, you know this from all the breakdowns we've been doing. If you get 3-by-1 and you got press right there, they're going to take this shot a lot of times. To the boundary, press one-on-one. I'm sure Caleb knows that. I'm sure he studied that. So he's lined up over here because I can tell how he is. He knows that he has to get over here, but he wants to bait it. So he's sitting there waiting. Sees him looking. All right, take off. This is a walk-in touchdown if Caleb's not here. You take him away, that's a walk-in touchdown. Gets all the way over there, makes the breakup. That is what we call range as the safety. That's a hell of a football play. Love that.
Appreciate it.
Now we got him in the box. It's just a good football play. One, I watch the plays. I talk about it all the time. Making the play without making the play. This is a great job right here. Setting this edge on a lineman. Fantastic job to force the running back right here so then your teammate can scrape over the top, make the play. He doesn't stop there. Goes and rips the ball out. And you got the recovery too?
Yeah.
Oh, you be active, bro.
Yeah. See that part of the time in the game, that game, we lost that game, but towards the end, that was the fourth quarter. They was running the ball. We was down by like 14 points, but I always taught, just keep playing hard, you know what I'm saying? Because you still make plays even when you're down. Just keep playing hard. Try to get your team back up and get back on the field and stuff like that. So, if you keep playing hard, you're gonna make plays, you know what I'm saying? So
absolutely. That's one of the things I love about you is you run to the ball. You're always finishing at the ball. It's another play that I love right here. Let me see. Are you in Tampa?
Yeah, cover 2.
So we got 2 deep safeties, cover 2. We got these corners in the flats. Reason I said Tampa. So regular cover 2, you're going to just have these hook players in this area. But in Tampa, the weakness of cover 2 is the deep middle. So you're going to have a run-through player that's going to get deeper. And when you have that run-through player as a safety, it allows you to play a little bit more aggressive outside because you have help inside. However, this is extremely stressful for Caleb as a safety because he has a number 1 receiver out here, and then he has a bender coming behind the Tampa player. Makes a great break on the ball. Almost had an interception on this and gets a break about this. This is such an elite play from a safety, being able to get off of, which you're way further than the hash, but he's almost on the numbers. Make that break, have the closing speed to get there and cut him off to stop a touchdown. That's a big time play. Can you walk us through what you were thinking as this play's progressing?
Yeah, like you said, we was in Tampa, and really, I'm just doing my drops, reading the quarterback, and I see the slot receiver just breaking off. I just want to break on the play. That was the guy. That was like their best receiver on the team. So I know like 3rd down, 4th down, they going to number 5. So just doing what my coach told me to do, and just break on the ball, make a play. So
you made a play.
Touchdown. You made a play.
Yeah.
How about that?
Here's another play. There's another play. Was that film? Talk to me about this.
Well, that play right there, I'll push a blitz off the edge and go get to the quarterback. But me just seeing the motion coming over and then the back coming out the backfield, so I'm like, yeah, they gotta, throw it this way. So, I really could have picked the ball off, but
it could have been a pick six.
I was kind of off balance because he touched me. The tight end kind of touched me a little bit, kind of threw me off a little bit. But if he never touched me, I would have picked it and ran in the end zone for sure. But I really wanted to pick, though. I was kind of sick. I didn't get to pick.
That would have been insane. And basically what Caleb's saying is he's a football player. He's not a robot. And I said it a lot of times on here. One of the best advice one of my coaches ever gave to me was overcome your coaching. Meaning, even if I tell you to go blitz, I trust you as a football player. If
right.
if you see something else is happening, go do that. Go be a football player. And that's exactly what you did here. Love that. All right, this is another one. We're not going to talk about this one too much because we have this in the full game, but this is a crazy play. That is a crazy play. We're going to come back to this one. Saw this a lot from you. One of the games we like. You come down to bang. You come down
hitting tight ends. Wow.
Yeah, come down to bang. I like it. One of the most impressive plays. Because this is a monster right here. That's RJ Harvey.
Yeah.
Absolute monster. I believe we have him ranked in our top 5 running backs for the NFL draft. A nightmare to try to tackle in space. You come to balance, keep your near foot to his near hip. Like this is that's a textbook tackle. Textbook.
It's crazy. Every time I went on my visit during the transport, they always put up this play. They were basically putting up UCF plays and stuff like that. So,
amazing play.
It is an amazing play on an amazing running back. Firsthand.
We just watched from the start. Coming down, comes out the break, and you're gonna run the hoop, as I call it. Come down, squeeze to the inside hip. Squeeze, and then you come to balance. You shuffle. That's a big tackle, man. That's a big tackle. Keep running, not in phase, so we can't look back for the ball. So we're gonna play his hands, get the breakup. This is a playmaker, man. Playmaker. Okay, I can't see. What is this? You in cover 2 man?
Yeah, we was a man. There was fourth. It was like 4th and long, and this for the game. So
it's for the game.
It was for the game. That's why I bat the ball for real, because coach was like, just bat the ball down. But I really should have picked it off. But just game manage. Bat the ball down, get the game over with. But yeah,
close it out.
Game. Yep.
Great break, great closing speed. Hell of a lot of these plays are some big moments in the game. Big moments in the game. This was one of my other favorite ones. Just seeing you close the ground, close space.
That's a good running back too. I think he at Arizona now.
Okay. This is a really good one. Only thing I'd say here is want to be a little bit more outside to attack that leverage, keep contained. But as long as you make the play, we good. Now we got him against Jackson State.
Man, some of your open field tackling is the best, man.
These are like tough tackles. Like tough.
That quarterback right there, he can run the ball for real.
Really?
He won a MVP of our conference. So yeah, he tough quarterback. He can run it right.
So this is another thing that we've been talking about recently. So when he gets run right here, he wants to be outside leverage, right? So the quarterback can't get outside you. But his job isn't to outside, even though some people teach like this, it's not to leverage him. He needs to leverage the ball. So he's going to shoot inside, which if you shoot this, you got to make the play.
You got to make the play. Yep.
And then work back. That's a hell of a play. That's not what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to be outside of this and then hope your teammate comes to get inside after you turn him back. But nah, he shoots inside. Like the quickness, the lateral, like just here, the movement skills is crazy.
You were definitely the last line of defense touchdown savior, because that was a clean touchdown.
Yeah.
And I know you had those first 2 picks, the first clips. That play way better than those. Like that's a play right there. All right, single high safety, come down. One of the most important things as a safety is close the gap. You get safeties that want to stop right here and just wait, and you can't do that. You got to keep taking air out. Close the gap. Good tackle. Gator roll. I like that tackle. All right. Tell me what you're doing here. Looks like we're in man.
We was in man right there.
Or did you guys banjo this?
We was in man. It was like, I think it was fourth and long. And I was playing the sticks, really. I was letting everything just go in front of me and dropping the ball, trying to make a play. I really dropped the ball. I was mad because I dropped the ball right there. It went straight through my hands. But
what you did here, you came off of your man and then came and robbed this out route.
Yeah, that was my man right there. Yep. That was my man. So I had number 3 and the nickel had number 2. I'm right there at safety. I'm at safety right there.
You're at safety right here.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. See, I got lost after the clip. After you came off the screen, so you came over the top from.
I came over the top. Yeah, I let him
Got
go through, and I came over the top.
And got to the undercut. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. That should have been pick six. Not gonna lie to you. That should have been pick six.
Yeah, I should have picked it.
Love that. Drive him back. Don't sit there and wait, and keep our outside leverage. Hell of a play. That's a good football play. It's another one. Come right inside.
I was 4th and 1 right there.
I figured it
We
had
went for it on 4th and 1. So that game right there, we was losing like 22-0, like in the first quarter, and we came back and won like 41-40, and they went for it on 4th and 1 right there. So that was kind of wild for them to do, but
that is, but that was a wild play for you to make. Come down in the box. That's what I love when I can tell a safety that really want to get active. Like when you break, I can tell safeties that you're breaking to come meet somebody, just like this. You're breaking to come down and hit. So that's what we got for the highlights. Now let's get to the game film, man. Let's get to the game film.
That's the bowl game, huh?
Yep.
So yeah, the bowl game. Bowl game. I'm gonna tell you, bowl game. I only practiced probably like 2 times. Because I was taking my visits. My coaches let me take my visits and stuff. So at the time, I only had like 2 practice in. So basically, I was just, every time I went on my visits, like later on, I go in my room and try to look at film. So, everybody, like some of the guys, like we kind of barely practiced for the bowl game. So,
and that's crazy because y'all whooping on them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like, hey, like we barely practice.
Yeah, I think the first play was a pick six. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
We're gonna start early, and this is the things that I like. Now, I know you guys trying to rip and try to get the ball out, but I'm gonna show what I like about this play and how you come downhill. So we're coming downhill. What I really like is to stop at his near hip. So he doesn't have that cutback lane.
Right.
You guys are gonna what I call cupping the football. Some people call it vicing the football. He's gonna run to his near hip. You're running that near hip, and you're squeezing. So you're gonna stop, make sure that you have the correct leverage, and you don't allow him to cut back, and then fit up. Like those are the good football plays that you want to see from a safety. Got you at the top of the screen. It's a good break, just smooth. Patient.
Good work. Yeah, man.
Patient. We in man right here or cover 4? Looks like man.
Yeah, we in man right there. Yeah, it's cover 4, but our cover 4, we really
is that matching.
Yeah, we matched. Yeah, once you go vertical, we just match it. So yeah,
that's what I figured. All right, got you up top. Patient. Come downhill. It's the pursuit angles and the breaks. When I watched it live, I didn't see you make a tackle or nothing. I'm like, hey, he can play. Like I'm seeing what I need to see. Then the play started coming on. I said, I told y'all, like I know what I'm looking at. Because right here, you're maintaining still your leverage. You're still staying on that inside hip. And again, I'm gonna show it from here. He's not gonna overrun there. He's gonna keep closing, but stay on that inside hip. And then get your near foot to your near hip. Those little things matter. And that's why you're able to make so many open field tackles. Here you are, a safety. Good break. Good tackle. Tell people all the time, it's not always going to be pretty as far as tackles as a deep middle field safety. Your job to get them down. By any means, you got to get them down. So let's walk through this one. Something you could have did here is taking one more step.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
To close space, and then you would have been in better position for him to spin right into you versus the lunge. But still, great job getting him down. Where we at right here? This is you. I could tell. Oh, I love this play. Why do I love this, CT?
Because he's syncing with the receiver. He knows if something's going out, somebody's coming behind him, and he's
not looking back
perfectly. Eyes on the quarterback.
Player. I'm in zone. If I'm in zone, my eyes are on the quarterback. This shows me you have a natural feel for routes and route concepts. We watch guys and they, their heads completely turned. They're turned around trying to keep your eyes on the quarterback. He gonna take you to the ball. And you step right underneath him and take away that over route. Perfect.
And I know where my drop supposed to be at. So, just knowing where I'm supposed to be, I don't need to look back at my drop. I can just look at the quarterback and drop at the same time. So, yeah.
Love that play. And these are plays people don't pay attention to. Like I said, I see it. I see the plays that everybody else don't see. These are the plays that you want to see from a player that shows you what type of player that they are. Where we got you here. I think this is you right here. Now this is tough. I've been in this situation too many times.
Yeah, I should have made a play right there. I missed that one.
It's tough because you have to try to make this tackle behind this blocker versus if this blocker's not there, then you can just keep running. But here you have to lunge to get there. Now, if you make that's a hell of a play.
Yeah.
just a little bit tighter on it. All right, got you coming down here. Arrow for y'all. There we go. What we got here? Squeeze. That's a good play. Now, was this a called blitz?
Yeah, that was a called blitz. Yep. That was a called blitz. That was a good job by the bottom before coming in and making them cut back because that was his job to do too, to cut it off. So by him cutting it off made me make the play. See, he cut it off.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's what he's taught to do.
Make him stop his feet.
Yep.
Yeah, you did cut the ball, finish it.
Yeah, that's a good play by him. Good play by him. Beautiful. Do you prefer in the box or playing as the high safety?
Either or. Like I said, like I played nickel before, so I know how to cover. Me playing safety, I can play, deep or in the box. It don't matter. Just wherever they want me to play.
On the field. I'll be on the field. Man, I love this play. Because this is, let me see. What are we in a cover 4 right here?
We was cover 3 right there, so I had to.
Oh yeah,
I had to.
You're buzzing down.
Yeah, I'm coming down.
Yeah, I remember seeing it rotate. So you're coming down.
So I got the curl flat, and so I just came down. Yeah,
that's a long run.
It is.
That's a very long run. That's a very long run to make that play. And let me go back a little bit. That's a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
If he cuts right here and you're not here making that run, that's a touchdown. Like that's you're the opposite curl. Let me show everybody where you're supposed to be. Like if this was a pass. So he's buzzing down to over here. Right. Like that's how far away he is in this cover 3. So he's all the way over here and then still goes and makes this play right at the first down marker. That's a good play. That's a really good play. You can run too. I don't know if everybody can see it when they're watching your film. I can see it. You cover a lot of ground. A lot of ground. I like that. Great tackle. All right, now we got you up top right here, I believe. Patient. Come break. Good tackle, good everything. Good long stride, short stride. We go back to see what we're in. What are you in right here?
So that right there, we basically like in the me and the nickel are playing like a banjo.
Okay.
But, his guy went vertical, so he's taught to stay on the vertical. And my guy, beginning to play, he kind of stemmed in and then went vertical. So I was supposed to already, you see how he stemmed in and went vertical going out. So I supposed to take that. Yep. So
got you.
Yeah, that was. I supposed to take that one. So yeah.
This is tough because regardless, you're gonna have to go over the top to get avoid getting picked.
I think I just pedaled too much, so I should have been just more patient on that right there. Should just really stay flat-footed.
Sure. Yeah. That's what I'd say. You could have stayed flat-footed right here. And then if you flat-footed right here, you can try to rob it this way without going over top. But still, great break, great squeeze, great finish. Let's go back here. Yeah, this is what I like. The open field tackling. That's what's so important. When Caleb's running, this is short stride right here. He's coming to balance and then shuffling, making sure he's maintaining his leverage instead of just running full speed and then diving out of control. It's a good play. All right. Now we got him here. Like this. What? Yeah, what are we in here? Are we in 3? What are we in?
Let me see. So we got a blitz. Oh, so basically we're in the well, we call it the trike. So basically, like me and the nickel are playing like even like the last play, we're playing like a banjo. You know what I mean? So we're reading the dude off the backfield, the running back 19, reading off him. So if he go out, the nickel will take him, and then he'll lead number 2 for me, and that's how we played it right there.
Love it. And when he's talking about these numbers, this is number 1 receiver, it's number 2 receiver, and this is 3.
Yep.
That's how the play starts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd say this all the time. I treat this as a bunch, and it sounds like you guys do too. That's why you guys chose the banjo, this the tighter splits. Now this changes, and depending on what type of defense you run. So in this situation, Caleb has number 3. This is number 3.
Yeah.
But now this is number 3.
Yeah.
The new number
3 out. So now I got a on 2.
Exactly. Love this break, and what I love is how you finish, which is getting back across his face, getting back to your inside leverage, and then running to get to the ball. We like that too. That's important. But yeah, good break, good job crossing his face.
You really know how to read them quarterbacks, though. You be quarterbacks for real.
Appreciate it.
Coming down. This is another good one, because what's important for you to do right here is get outside. You cannot allow them outside of you while everyone else is pursuing. So even if you miss the tackle and you miss it, you got to miss it outside. You're coming. That's a good play. Got to get them to the ground. All right, now we got you in the box. Scrape over the top. Yeah, good fit up. Good fit up. Patient. Scrape. Right there for the cutback. That's a good hit. All right, now we got you back at safety. Too high look. Talk to me. Are we in cover 3 right here?
No, we're not in cover 3.
Okay.
So right there, we was in like a cover 4 package. And what's them call it? My job was to basically just stay right there, stay flat-footed, because they ran a lot of like glance, like slant. So you see the receiver at the bottom, and he'll usually run a slant, and they'll like fake the hand on like an RPO. So my job there would just stay flat-footed and just read the RPO.
Stay in that passing lane.
Yeah, right there. Yep. And so to the boundary side, I think they messed up on the call or something. I don't know what happened on the boundary side, but they had bad communication.
And then you realized it
and then I realized, once the quarterback looking up, I was like, let me just run over there. And then, so that side, they was like in a banjo on that, on the boundary side.
The problem with that is when you're in the boundary, you can't have the corner be outside leverage. Otherwise, that happens when it comes to the post. And that's the trouble with banjoing. What he's talking about is playing in and out is if this guy runs a post and you're outside leverage and you're in a coverage with no middle of the field safety, like it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad.
So yeah, I was just there to be flat-footed. So yeah, I was.
This is good leverage right here, and I think I have it from the tight. Yes, because I want to see if you're thinking the same thing I am right here. So right here, you're in perfect leverage. He's outside. He's inside, but you then fight outside. Why do you fight outside?
I just fight outside because I know all my help was coming inside. So I was just making sure just in case if he do breaks the tackle, he'll be able to keep going outside. So I just try to keep working out outside.
And that's exactly what I thought. Right here, you're like, okay, I'm in good position, but you got help coming inside. So let me work out here and become the secondary force player. So then, because if he misses the tackle right here and you stay inside, then he's unabated and runs to the end zone. But you get him back outside, puts it back into position for your teammates to run. That's perfect. That's exactly what I expected you to say. All right, here he is here at safety. Patient. This is tough.
Mm-hmm.
Playing inside leverage.
Yeah, inside leverage. That was a good route, good ball. So yeah, I should have been more patient on that one, and I should have drove down like more 45 instead of like a 90.
The main thing I'd say on this is where we at. So it's third down. We got first down on the 35.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see where you were aligned. It's tough because you can't align right here with him there. You guys have to be on levels.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying about that is if he lines up right here at the sticks at the first down marker, it's easy for them to run some type of rubber route and get these DBs running into each other. So he has to be a little further back. He took that hard. I've guarded this. He takes that hard inside stem, so that makes you go hard inside to make sure you maintain that leverage.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's probably the biggest thing. You rounded it versus coming down. I think you would have got there quicker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he on scholarship too. All right, let's see. Come downhill. Oh, I like this one. That's a good play. What are we in here?
That's cover 3 right there. So yeah, I got the hook curl right there. Mm-hmm.
A little dangerous because you vacating.
Oh yeah, I did. Yep.
Yeah, you vacating, but hey,
Yeah, go be a dog, make that play.
Yeah.
be a football player, but you can't do this every time because they might pop up and then pop it right over you. But right here, that's a hell of a play, man. Hell of a play. I'm coming from here, so he's going to drop into the box, cover 3. He's in zone, moving with the zone. Hey, he's scrambling. All right, let me go get him. And you hesitated at first a little bit. I think you were worried about him still passing just for a second, but then you're like, all right, I'm here now. That's a good hit. That's a good play, man. Good play. All right. Got him up top at safety here. We're going to come fit. That's tough. People would see this and be like, oh, he took a bad angle.
Yeah.
Not what happened. So I'll show you right here. So he's fitting exactly where he's supposed to. Perfect fit. You got to cup the football. Yeah. This is essentially a crack replace. So
yeah, that was a crack. Yep.
He's coming to crack him. He's the cap. As soon as he cracks, he has to replace where Caleb was, fit right here, and then we'd have the ball cupped. But, people on Twitter and the Twitter grams say, well, that's a bad. No, that's a perfect angle. Teammate just got to be in the right.
Yeah.
All right. Now we got Caleb up top. Middle high. This is tough. That's tough. And I watched it on. I don't know what. Coach yourself right here. What would you coach right here?
I should have just took a better angle. I was too busy looking at the quarterback for a long time. I should have just got my eyes to the receiver. So that's what I should have done.
But you also supposed to look at the quarterback. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because you're making the break while you're looking at the quarterback, which you're supposed to do, and then snap to the receiver. Because you can't, depending on how this ball's thrown, which you won't know, it could be thrown at this angle. Like, it's just a tough play as the middle of the field safety. That's just a tough play. Like, there's not, like, if I was your coach, there's not much I can really tell you on that as far as what to do better. Is some of those plays are going to happen. Believe it right here. Oh, yeah. That's a big play. That's a big play because he's getting ready to score. You go inside here, run, and looks like you guys got him down just short. That's a nice play, especially at the goal line. That's a big play. All right, now we got another game. This is I don't remember who this is against. You
That's
know,
Hawaii.
this is Hawaii.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. And we just starting off just showing the breaks, the movement. We just got done watching the combine, watching the DBs. This is how you want to see your safety be able to move and be efficient with their steps. Like I can't wait to see you at the combine doing your drills. I think
Yeah. I've been doing the drills my whole life, so it's now
every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
Come down. It's a good play. I'm assuming the way you can. Yeah, cover 3.
Yeah,
coming back to the box. Gonna reroute this guy, which is important. Get hands on them. Don't let them get free up to your safety. But when he's rerouting, he's still reading and looking through. He's not just so occupied with this guy. So he's gonna reroute him and then work to the next threat and then make the tackle. Short of the first down. That's a good play. Ooh, y'all both got black. Hold on. Too many people got black sleeves on now. This is you. That's you.
Yeah, I'm on the field. I'm always gonna be on the field side.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Come down. Same thing we saw earlier. Want to get in a little bit better position at the end.
Yeah, I should have came down a little bit more tighter. So yeah.
And you and man right here?
Yeah, we was in a man right there. Yep. I should have came down tighter. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they played that good. That was a perfect route concept for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, top of the screen. Yeah, here it is again. That's that play. That's a tough play, man. Tough play. And I got it from the tight angle. Yeah, you almost had you one.
Mm-hmm.
You almost had you one. All right. Got Caleb here walking down over number 3. That's good feet. Really good feet. Good feet. Break. There's nothing else that you can do right here. Like this. So what? 5-yard route? That's hey.
Yeah, he dropped the ball.
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Yeah.
We'll take that too. Here he is. Backpedal. That was a hell of a play. And had he put that in play, that's an interception.
Yeah.
And what I love about it is, so it looks like you're playing like a roll, cover 3.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's what it's called, roll. Yep.
Yeah, that we played it. We called it odd 3 roll. It was odd 3 roll, odd 7 roll in the Saban tree defense. So this quarterback is counting on, which a lot of people are going to do, is they would be running with this go route right now. They see that and take off. So then we're going to get this corner route cleared. Mm-hmm. Caleb looking at the quarterback. He's not looking at this receiver. He can see how this quarterback, his body, his shoulder, as far as where he's throwing, and know that he's not throwing a deep ball as far as like a deep go route to him. So Caleb's going to break on this instead of staying with this, and the quarterback wasn't expecting that. Luckily for the quarterback, he overthrew it. Otherwise,
it'd been going the other way.
Right.
Yeah, man, not guarding grass. And we're going to get to y'all questions too, I promise. We'll get to everybody's questions. Here's Caleb, middle field safety. All right, talk to me on this one.
Oh, okay, boom. So right there, we was in a cover 3.
Mm-hmm.
I should have got more deeper on that one. But also I'm supposed to have help on the thirds too as well. So you can see at the bottom of the screen.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
He got to carry this vertical like
yeah, he got to, because it put a lot of stress on me.
Yeah, know? He got to be top field shoulder because he has help for this.
Yeah,
even if he gets a post wheel, he got to use his divider rule, squeeze this, and then come off of that later.
Yeah, so after that play, we got to the sideline. We all talked about it and stuff. So yeah, we was in the cover 3. So I got middle, and the corner got his third. So yeah, that was supposed to be all over that for sure.
And now right here, I think you could have taken off.
Mm-hmm.
He started staring him down just a little. It took maybe 2 more extra steps.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, like if you don't get no help on it, it's gonna be like that almost every single time. Like somebody has to be there. We'll go back here. See it from this angle. Yeah, like right here when he's staring.
Yeah.
Take a few more steps before you really take off. Yeah, anybody watching, we show positive and negative. It's football. You're gonna have negative plays every game. That's
get back up, run the next play. Short-term memory.
Some of your best plays are still yet to come in this exact same game. All right, patient. Come down. Missed tackle here. Do I have it from the tight? I don't. Let's see. This is kind of like that other one. You're reading the quarterback while you're taking the break. So you're not in the best position. If you had seen the receiver, then you would have broke more downhill first.
Yeah.
Because of where you initially broke, it makes it tougher.
Should have been a cleaner break. So,
yeah, a little rounded. All right, here we got him. Deep safety. Backpedal. Patient. This is the one. That's the one. Read the quarterback. Come on. Can we get a pick six this year? Is that on the?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a pick six. Yeah, we're gonna get one this year for sure. I need one. Trying to get in the end zone.
Need it, man. Need it. Ooh, man, these are some bad cameramen. I'll tell you what. Very, very bad. All right. Walk him down here over number 3. Good play, good breakup, good trigger. That's good. Love the feet. Good play. This play. Had you got a pick six on this? Oh my gosh. I didn't even think you was gonna get to the break. This when we first watched this. So you got a guy going in motion. Obviously, they're gonna be in man coverage. They know he's in man coverage once they do that. This is what they want to be able to get him to the flats and get Caleb out leverage. Runs, closes the ground, and is able to undercut it and get the ball out. That's a hell of a play, man. That's one of your most impressive plays to me. Run. That's a hell of a play. But yeah, had you been able to pick six that would have been different, man. That would have been very. All right, now we got here high safety. This is the one we saw earlier. Go show your range off, man. Go show your range off. Take
man,
off.
he's coming clean from the other side of the field.
I had a feeling he was going to go to that side too.
Yeah, ball's out here. He's inside the hashes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Man,
Still
you covering
the hashes.
ground.
Is all that ground because he's not just coming across. He's coming at an angle too. That's a lot. That is a whole lot. And your corner thought this was a touchdown. I ain't gonna lie. Like he had no idea you were coming to get that breakup.
I had to help him out. He a young guy, so I knew they was gonna pick at him because I think he got in right after that. He got in after during that drive, and I felt a feeling it was gonna pick on him. So yeah,
hell of a play, man. How do you feel about what you were able to put together at Sam Houston State? Like your body of work. How do you feel about it?
I feel good. Just started off just being that walk on. You had to work for your spot and just earn respect from the guys and the coaches like that. So just coming in, just working hard, every day and just doing that every day. Not because I just got on scholarship. I just stopped working. Even when I got on scholarship, kept with the same routine, just kept working. Put my head down, just go out there and just make plays.
We got some comments in here, man. Yeah, smart. This is I'm not sure if you know who D'Angelo Pons is at Indiana. This is his dad right here. That's our number 1 corner in the country. 5'9", undersized corner. He was at James Madison year before.
Okay.
Was a true freshman All-American. Then went to Indiana this year. Was a All-American as a true sophomore. Held Jeremiah Smith to 30 receiving yards, a dog. Yeah, this is his pops.
He cold.
Yeah,
appreciate you.
Indiana.
Yeah, he's saying some good stuff about you. I can't put in here because he trying to steal you away from Duke. We got that.
Well, he said his son go to Indiana.
Mm-hmm. Yep, number 5.
Yeah, they was recruiting me too during the process. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy, fat boy, looked like it was working.
It was a lot of schools that recruited me. I just, I never like really display all my recruiting on social media because I wanted to be like genuine. You know what I mean? Like you getting all these big offers, and you post it and stuff. So now you see other schools gonna try to recruit you because they see other schools, offering you. You know what I mean? So my process is very like low key. So I ain't really like display everything out.
And we know they're recruiting you because me and him sent your film directly. we're very aware.
Yeah.
What made you pick Duke? What stood out for you?
What stood out to me is the defense. Just being a top defense in ACC. Coach Packey and Coach Lice, they all put up good numbers for defense. And I just came in and see what they had. What they had for me and the guys and stuff like that. And really that team right there is like everybody's together. You know what I mean? It wasn't like they was getting a lot of people out the transfer portal.
Mm-hmm.
They only got like probably about like 5-4 guys out the portal.
Some big ones.
Well, that quarterback from Tulane.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. All the team's still there. Same team from last year, really. And the defense put up good numbers. I like what they did out there, and it's just really good community out there. It's really love, and all the guys really close. It's not a team where you get like it's a lot of individuals and a lot of people coming from the portal. It wasn't a lot of culture changes as well. So that was my thing on Duke.
Okay, love it. And I didn't know they were that guy. I saw D'Angelo Pond's dad had mentioned that earlier. Talked about how good they were, but I didn't know their defense was that good. I'm gonna have to tap in and watch some film. He asked, "Do you have a track background?"
Yeah, I do have a track background. Yeah, I ran track in high school a little bit, but I was playing basketball as well. So I was basically doing both. And then once basketball was over, I did track a little bit. So
okay, that's what's up. This is what Devin asked. He asked if our channel created any buzz when I started tweeting about you during
crazy on Twitter.
Yeah, I think it did create a buzz, because I feel like not a lot of people like knew about me. You know what I'm saying? So once y'all did that video and stuff, I feel like more people started noticing stuff like that. So I say it did create a buzz for sure. And I appreciate y'all. Just looking at my film, just reacting to it and stuff like that. So that's love for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, I had some coaches that were liking and retweeting. I was like, yeah, I see this goes on. I see it. His IQ and physicality is a special combo. Absolutely. Humble, talented, hardworking young man. Indeed. Man, we love guys with great film and passionate about football. And that's why I can see in your film is that you're passionate about the game. Like you truly love the game, student of the game. Did Colorado make an offer show interest? They did show interest.
Yeah, they show interest. They never like do an offer or anything, but like I said, I supposed to take the visit, but the coach Lynn, he went to UCLA, got the job at UCLA, and he was trying to get me to UCLA as well.
And he was. He saw the film, man.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of schools were trying to get you, man. I'm sure they were. Still not enough, in my opinion. And I don't even know the number that it was, but it's still not enough because I watched all the top safeties, and it's there's a difference, man. There's a difference, and it's pretty evident. What should we expect this season from you? What are your goals? What are you looking to do this season?
Well, this season, of course, catch more picks, more tackles. It's really just winning as well too. Winning is very important to me. Just as you win, people look at you more. You know what I mean? As a team. So, my goal is just come in, just help the team out, lead. Be that guy for the team. Just be that player. Always do my job and just go out there and make plays. So that's my goal for this season.
Are you going to be out there this spring at all?
This spring, I'm not gonna be out there this spring.
So you're not gonna be able to see the practices or anything. When you get there this summer?
Yeah, I'm gonna get there in May. So yeah, once I graduate, I'll be out there in summer workouts and just prepping for fall camp, stuff like that. So yeah.
What type of defense do you prefer playing in? What's your favorite responsibility as a safety?
That's a good question. What type of defense? I like to play in like 4-2-5. So with the nickel on the field. Fair responsibility as a safety. That's a good question.
It is.
I say just making sure nothing go deep as me, like go over my head. Would that be a pass or just getting the last man standing to make a play? Making that tackle. So yeah, that's my fair responsibility. Nothing to get past me for sure.
Did you watch any Ohio State defense this past season?
No, not really. I watched a little bit, but not a lot.
They used Caleb Downs kind of like a third safety. Like he was like their Tampa 2 guy.
Yeah.
And it honestly looked like they just put him in to be a football player. Like they had him in the middle of the defense and just be a part of it. I think you're a guy that could excel there because your tackling ability in the run, but then also your zone matching skills and things like that. And
I started looking at them the ball game when they played against who they played. They played against Oregon, huh?
Yeah.
So I seen what they did. I seen what they did at defense when they played against Oregon. I did like the defense that was running. Pretty good.
Me too. Lawrence RBE. He said, "Do you have bars?"
I got bars. Nah, I don't have no bars.
Fat Boy said he looked like a dancer, no bars.
I got a question. Do you have any like pregame rituals or you got any superstitions that you got?
Nah, not really. Usually like before the pregame, like I listen to like worship music, you know what I mean? So just something like to calm me down, ease me up, you know what I'm saying?
Brian Dawkins.
So I be chill before the game and then turn it up when we out there on the field. Everybody in the locker room turn up, listen to YB and Future, Young Thug,
I gotta calm down. I gotta lie.
Yeah, I need to
Stomp.
Pray, get connected more with the Lord.
Love it. Is the black sleeves, is that a must for you?
I love the black sleeves. I love throwing the black in there with the uniform. So yeah,
it's gonna look good at Duke. They got some nice uniforms. I can't lie to you, man. I've been a Tar Heel my whole life, but I gotta give me a Weaver Duke jersey.
For sure, you gotta pull up to the game.
Yeah, I will. So D'Angelo Plums, we did a breakdown on him this spring, and last spring, a lot of people didn't know about him. It blew up, and I don't know how much you've seen of me on Twitter. I'll be talking my stuff. So So he's it. I told everyone before the season he's gonna be an All-American corner, top corner in college football. They're like he's 5'9". He was playing at James Madison. That's not going to translate. Blah blah blah. And we had him on our show, and he had reached out to me after the breakdown. I was like, man, I appreciate you noticing me. And he said, I've been overlooked so much, etc. And I said, man, you made a fan out of us. I said, we're going to be at a game this year. So I was able to get up to their game versus Nebraska. And his dad had been following us even before we broke his son down, which was crazy. So he got out one day and saw us talking about his son. And then we've been fans since. So yeah, I'll definitely try to get to a game. Definitely gonna get a Caleb Weaver jersey. You my favorite safety in college football, man.
I appreciate y'all for having me. It's an honor to just be on the show and just y'all really looking at my film and stuff like that. So yeah, I really appreciate y'all.
Man, we appreciate you for coming on. Especially we know you still in school, you doing stuff right now. And we're excited, man. Like I can't wait to watch Duke football. Like I love the off season because I'm finding different players, and then it's players we get to follow now. So now we get to follow your journey, see what you're doing. I hit all my guys during because I get all 22 films. So I'm watching all 22 during the season, shooting little stuff. Hey, I'm grading they film and letting them know little things that I see. So yeah, I'm pumped, man. Man. How's your family responded to you going to Duke? Are they excited?
Even Texas for the first time, huh?
Yeah, they excited. you know, they're very happy for me. You know, even though I'm moving away from Texas, you know, they still excited for me. You know, they're gonna be at the games and stuff like that. So you know, it was more of a business decision, just trying to do what's best for me at the time. You know, they all respect my decision, and you know, they was agreeing with me through the whole process as well. So
Perfect.
Made it that much easier. Let
yeah.
me ask you this: you got like a go-to cheat meal? What's your favorite meal, man? What you like to eat?
uh, I like hibachi. I like fried rice, steak, vegetables and stuff like that. So that's my little go-to meal.
Hibachi's good. I
Mhm.
got your schedule right here. Let's see. We got Georgia Tech. So Colorado played Georgia Tech. So we're already going to break them down before that. So
Mhm.
I'll see you guys play them October 18th at Clemson. What to this date? What's the craziest stadium environment you've been in?
Crazy stadium. Trying to think. Crazy stadium.
Because now you got you're playing at Syracuse, which is different because they have that little tight dome. Playing
Mhm.
at Cal, playing at Clemson, playing at North Carolina. Man, it's
Only route North Carolina,
I
Clemson.
think the crazy stadium I played at was BYU. Yeah. Last year we played BYU.
most beautiful stadium. I played against BYU. The mountains in the background are crazy. It looked like a
Mhm.
postcard.
Yeah, 2 years ago we played against BYU. That was my first game playing safety, and
Uh,
that game was
oh,
it
they
was
get active. That crowd is active.
it
BYU,
was yeah.
yeah, they show up. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what,
and the game was so close too. So they only beat us 12-0. So a lot of people were surprised and stuff like that. So
low scoring game.
the game was tight the whole game. So they was still in it.
Yeah, that's
So yeah.
awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah, that Clemson atmosphere is going to be insane. I
Yeah,
can't wait to see
I'm
that.
already knowing.
Nice to have you on here. Absolutely. Some of the
So
base.
what is one piece of advice that you kind of like live by, like that you kind of just motivates you, or just like, hey, that you might have received, or something you might have read, or you know.
Mhm. Well, I always think like it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. You know what I mean? Just like I said, just coming in when I was a walk on, I always knew I would get on a scholarship. You know what I mean? I even told my mom like, just give me a year. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it. You know what I mean? So that's what I did. So, I always think about it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. So just coming in, just playing hard, and just finishing everything I do. You know what I'm saying? Just like this past season, I started off with Sam. We had a bowl game. People were saying don't play or play, you know what I mean? I'm like, I already started, so I might as well just finish it, you know what I mean?
That's
So
respect.
as a man, you always taught to, finish what you started. So yeah.
Absolutely. Love that, man. It's probably gonna be the last one. Favorite team growing up / what team would you like to play for in the NFL?
Favorite team growing up, man, my favorite team, I like the Ravens. Always a big fan of the Ravens because they defense, you know what I mean?
That's his team, bro. That's I had to drop my head like, oh,
I fell in love with him, man. Just love the way smash mouth football, man.
Yeah, I love the Ravens. You know what I mean? So the Ravens, and actually Ed Reed, I met Ed Reed at the ball game. He was at the ball game.
mm,
I met him, and then he actually I showed him my film. He took the time to really break down my film and tell me, you know, what he liked and what he didn't like. You know what I'm saying? So I got a
Awesome.
lot of information from him. A lot of ball from him. So
Yeah.
hmm
That's super awesome. That's the most instinctual safety DB of all time. Like his film is
yeah,
just did things he wasn't supposed to do. The definition of being a football player. Like
yeah,
regardless of the call, if he sees something, he gonna go do it and he gonna make the play.
yeah,
So that's
yeah.
awesome to see. But hey, we're gonna let you go. We know
Mhm.
we got a lot of things to do, but man, again, appreciate you coming on.
definitely.
Nah, it's love, man. Appreciate y'all for having me.
Absolutely, Duke fans, y'all gotta be ready for what Caleb is about to do. Do you know your jersey number yet?
Hey, I'm being number 3 still. So yeah.
That's tough.
Locked in.
Yeah.
That's tough. Let me
Yeah.
know when your jersey's for sale, and I'm gonna go get me one.
Yeah, I got y'all. Yeah.
In the
The
NIL.
fact. We definitely appreciate this.
Make
Nah,
sure y'all
love,
like,
man.
share, comment, and subscribe to this channel when it hits YouTube. Could have watched it earlier in person on Patreon, so make sure you tap in. This is top 2, him and Caleb Downs. I got as my top 2 safeties in college football going into this next season.
Going into the combine.
Yeah, we're going for sure.
Absolutely. So, excited to see what happens. Appreciate you, Caleb. Anything you want to tell Duke fans?
Man, this season can be crazy. We're finna make a lot of plays. Finna make a lot of winning games for sure, and going to the playoffs. So yeah.
Love it, man. We tapped in. We watching everything. So appreciate you again, fam. And we'll be in touch, man. Thank you. All right. So that is Caleb Weaver, man. Caleb Weaver. CT, how you feel getting to watch that film again, being able to see some more game film, man?
Still trying to figure out why I don't have this guy in Boulder. Look, man, his instincts, his technique. I like that he can play safety. He could come down and play nickel. Like I just multiple positions, and he does them both at a really high level, like really high level. So I'm like, but I'm rooting for him, bro. Like I'm rooting for great guy, man. So I'm definitely rooting for him. Definitely gonna be tapped in on this Duke. You know what I'm saying? Keep track, bro.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna make sure I get that Duke film weekly, so we can break down and see how he's doing every game. We're gonna watch the TV games too. William just said never had a reason to watch Duke until now. Football wise, yeah, we're gonna be checking him out. I love what he does as a safety since I first watched his film.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much what he said. I think he can do it all. He can play man coverage. He's great in a cover 2 safety, cover 4 safety, cover 3 safety. He can be in the box. He can be in the slot. Takes great angles, great leverage, runs to the football. Great open field tackler against some of the shiftiest guys in college football. As I said before, what more do you want in a safety? Like,
right.
That's the kind of guy that you can plug and play into any type of scheme and, let him rock. So, yeah, that's what we got on Caleb Weaver. CT, final words.
Okay, to evolve. Who's next?
Who's next? Do your words match your video? Yeah, this for my boy TKL, CT the fan. Yeah, we on that buff train, man. Yeah, the boys, they put it down. I watch them every day. Hey, they gonna put you on a pillow, or they gonna put you down there where you belong. They ain't gonna care for you. Nah, they ain't gonna care for you. Yeah, they gonna love on you. They gonna tell you what to do to get yourself better. It's on you, baby. Yeah, them my boys. But y'all keep doing y'all thing, baby.